Get ready. Go! Looks like the leader has gone off in
Hell corner.
That's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes.
Always gonna be a gnarly wreck here in the beginning.
On your right. Still there.
Ooh, squoze. I went through.
To your
That
right.
dude's on a mission.
He's still there. He's still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Clear right. Good work on the start, mate. This is great.
Almost got into him. Most as old Doobie Drooby used to say. Probably still does say.
Oh, buddy! Use your brake. You didn't hear the warning that a car was off?
Oh, buddy, use your brakes. Why? Snuck through a couple of those here.
Unbelievable.
Yo, unbelievable.
Start in the back. Nice.
Middle of that road makes you bottom out. I am with you.
Well done, Bo. This is great. Come on, keep nailing those exits. E7.
If by exits, you mean Smack Smiths. Should be coming upon these guys here soon.
Looks like
Is there anything better than coming upon a couple guys? I don't think so. That's a fun little section. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you say. What you say, what you do, greasy? Don't you greasy on a grease my who? Alright. Grease you? Well, how cool is that Age of Empires looking on my ultra wide here? And my two-tone Ford Explorer. My dude stunted into the grass. He must have had some damage. I'm so scared of that corner. Spun her out a few times there, you know. Not too proud of myself. I ain't too proud to beg.
Come in, man. This is great. E5. That was 211.8.
I need to get down to the old 2.8s. Everything looks gnarly on that thing. Put myself into a little swing.
Okay, Bo, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
Could have been a little bit fuller on the throttle.
I think V3 has pinned it in the cutting.
Couple P's bending up here. Dakota. Come on now, don't fill me up because you fucking wrecked back. Hopefully he pushes a little too hard there. Come on. Hit that wall. Nope. Ooh, speaking of hitting that wall.
Car right.
Son of a bitch. Flew too close to the sun. Should be alright though. I don't have too much damage. Maybe I got a little steering problem. Be fine. Be nice. Yeah, I'm still fine. Still crooked on the steering wheel.
10.8. Okay, Bo, just keep hitting your marks. This is looking on your right. Right side's clear. V3.
Yeah, they're gonna have a run on me. I'm just gonna hug this inside. Hey, if I can't hug a shin glide. I wouldn't have wrecked boy there. I'd be in quarter mile. I'd be in second place right now.
Hold your nerve, just keep it smooth. No mistakes.
Yeah, no mistakes, Bo. Come on now. Break early here.
Nice job, number 10, still hitting people.
Yeah, number 10. Dana White had right into the wall. Slapped it. Pretended it was his wife. This car is...
Captain Foster behind us
Raka?
now. 0.9.
This Raka is ridiculous. What's a Raka? Ooh, son of a bitch.
New fastest lap for Webster, 2:10.3.
Losing and schmoozing.
The guy ahead has just done a 2:10.5. We think P6 has gone off in Murray's corner.
Runs like a top. Just gotta fend off this dude in fourth place here. Oh yeah. They're fucking nerds, there. Come on, dude.
What are we gonna get to here? Did you discombobulate the combobulators?
I'm calculating it's 3.647, repeating, of course.
Okay, Bo, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Keep doing what you're doing. This is spot on. You're halfway home.
The car's a little
That's your
shaky,
fuel.
but should be alright. As long as I can just keep that guy at bay. Maybe I should slow down, let him catch me up. Make it a little exciting. I'm not catching those first two guys. Man, that's such a fun little spot there. I know I say that every time, but boy, it just brings a joy and a smile to my face. Brings a smile and a joy and a smile. I know a fat friend of Heath's named Kyle.
The gap in front has increased to 9.0 seconds.
1.0. Uh-oh. That first place dude fucked up. He's getting caught by the second place guy. Son of a bitch. Oof. Clipping that curb, flipping that berm. What would you do if I was flipping that herb? Ayo.
You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 1. Sector 2 is 1.3 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace.
I'm gonna hire a wino to decorate our home. Looks like this dude, fourth place, might be catching me. It might be a different guy now, though. Oh, maybe the 9. Alright, come on, gotta nail this corner. Don't take it too fast, Sung Yang.
Go left.
Go left, young man. Haven't you been told?
Go.
California's full of whiskey, women, and gold. Did I mention Boy Willikers? Is that fun? Of course. Alright, this dude will have me down into this corner this time. I just gotta hold him to the outside. See if I can't push him out. Push him wide.
You've used half your fuel.
Clydesdale like a Clydesdale. I'd like to have a Rydesdale.
Now, 0.7.
Don't know what that means, and you are a Schmodsdale. Father, don't preach, 'cause I'm in trouble deep. Uh-oh.
Watch out. Fastest lap for Webster, 209.7.
I didn't know that fucking little bitty dude was racing in here.
209.8. Okay, Bo, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes. You're quicker than us through right tailbow, E3. That lap time was 211.8.
11.8. Oh, you know, I've done a 10.4 before. Done a 10.4 and a 4.10. I grew up with a kid named Flynn. He wasn't really fat, but he had a double chin. Did I mention Flynn? He had skin. Have a no bike? Oh, bracing. You win your eye. Alright, dude. Yeah. Yep. With extra pickles and onions. Coke. Yep. Yeah, he said something last night
That's
about
5 minutes
coming
to
over
go.
for the
Come on,
fight.
keep it together, car left.
But
He's still there.
I'll be one above you.
Clear left.
Bye-bye. Alright.
Come on, Bo.
Let this
Can't
nerd
don't
sneak
panic.
through
Get
while
back.
talking to the old lady, you know, so as not to distract him too much.
Car right. Clear right.
Just gonna scare him. Tease him with a move there. And if he pulls away from me, he pulls away from me. But if he don't, boy, if he don't, I'm on him. I'm in him. I should have took that dive, but should have took that jive. I should have shucked and jive.
P4.
I'd rather fuck with a beehive. A bee to the hive. A squee to the squire. I'm on him. Get him, Daddy! Get him, Daddy! Yeah, Derry. Get him, fucking Derry. Uh-oh, a little squirrel from you there, buddy. Seen you had some squirrels in you. Squirrels in you, some squirrels on you. Oh, I'm putting the squirrels on you. Speaking of lasagna.
Yellow flag. Keep your wits about you, mate.
Keep your wits about you, babe. Keep your wits about you and your shits about you. Could you suck some tits about you, or could you not?
On right. Still there. Clear right. Come on, Bo. Good stuff. Keep it coming.
Damn it. I should have let him, I'll let him in front this next straight. And then I'll try to pass him again at that same spot. Because it's coming up on the last lap.
Last lap. Looking good for a podium. P2. That lap time was 2:10.8. That's your quickest lap. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Oh, he's holding off too. That motherfucker. Hopefully I can just extend it a little bit. Too much for him. I gotta really push it heading down the hill, but he's pretty much just as fast as me through there.
You've got 1 gallon left. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your right side's clear. There's an incident in L corner. It looks like Webster. Great drive. That's a podium.
Good race, Borgia. How the hell you say that name?
Good job, good job.
What a race. Boy, what a game. I'm hitting the wrong button over here like a dumb fucking idiot. If I wouldn't have that little nook and that cranny I'd have had first, but if I would've, and the old if I'd've. See how close this next race is coming up. Duh. $45 registered for that one. This one is a not a fixed setup price. Open setup. Go ahead and pick you if you're gonna pick you, but don't pick you. Robugia. Did I mention Robugia? GG. I think I'm just gonna stay here for this next one. I'll stay here for the next one.
Not sure this ends up being a question. One, thank you so much. My wife.
Hey folks. Hey folks. Hey folks.
Hey folks, welcome
folks.
back to the Dark Horse Podcast, where we are investigating the question, what to do when your semi-domesticated animals are facing the wrong way. It is actually the Q&A segment of what I am led to understand is the 156th live stream
Indeed.
that we have done. And that is going to involve questions, which should, if everything goes as planned, precede answers that should be extremely compelling.
Yes, so compelling. Just jump right in. I keep forgetting to say in the main episode that the Discord server votes on a question they want us to answer every week. And we start there. What are you doing?
What the heck is going on here? All right.
What was that, man?
I don't know.
What about fucking Roar? Oh, that's on
Backbiting
fucking
is
Roar.
what that was.
That was exactly back. It's about to happen again.
All right,
Essentially, this doesn't really happen.
No,
but it is
doesn't.
happening.
It happened
and we're
right
not
there.
compelling when we say it doesn't happen. It just has happened.
Yeah, it's like the error in that paper.
It's like the paper in that
Which
air,
one was
there
it?
in that
Maybe it
paper.
was died
What would you
suddenly,
do
but
if
they
you
said the
were a
chances
red
of it happened for exactly zero.
Yeah.
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 paper?
The chances of something that happened having happened is zero.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Not the
Needed
case.
more words to get to where they were headed.
Yeah, indeed. Well, it worked, buddy. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
You scared off your friend by backbiting. He meant to. No, I think he was just being Fairfax. Okay. So we got actually two
Being
questions
on Fairfax.
from Discord this week because we didn't have one last week, if memory serves.
Memory serves
could
if
Brett?
memory moves.
Pit lane speed limit is 31
Could you?
miles per hour.
Could Brett
It takes
clarify
it is
whether
clear.
he thinks
Push
the
now.
science truly shows that the climate is in serious danger of catastrophic global warming due to human use of fossil fuels causing a rise in CO2? It isn't really their limb of science. I don't blame them for being cautious, not wanting to go out on that.
Heck of a.
This is a puzzle.
This is a
that I would
puzzle.
say is like
Not solved.
the question of vaccine safety and efficacy. In the following sense. When you and I first encountered the news of vaccines headed down the pipe for anybody in the public had gotten one, we were hopeful about the utility and alarmed at what we were being told about the safety. And we were alarmed not because we knew anything was harmful about them, but because we knew that nobody who was in a position to tell us that they were safe could possibly know, because who knows, they've only existed for months. How could anybody know that they don't have a bad effect a year, 2 years, 5 years down the road? So the question is, well, what do you do in that position? And the answer is you grow up and you address the fact that
Good thing we're only in
they're
Pracky.
not safe. They may be better, they may be more
Yeah,
valuable.
come out
than
right
they
by
are
this
risky.
guy.
But that's a discussion that has to
Travis
happen.
Bader.
Exit's clear.
You think his middle name's Master? It must be. He plays with his ways, the
answer to that
Master,
question,
Travis Bader.
Is we do know that we are.
He probably went to school with a kid named Slater.
from human activity.
He was a wrestler and he wasn't a skater.
Tendency of the
Slater.
atmosphere to capture heat. And the way you know that does not involve
Good
these
thing it's just practice.
fancy models, which are no doubt
Trying to push it too
wrong and
too hard
polluted by
whenever
the
your
politics of the
tires aren't
environment. And
warm.
nor am I saying that this will happen. Nor am I saying that we
You're
know
gonna
that
be
this is
swarmed.
where we're headed.
Pit exit's
But what we
clear.
do
Stay
know-
behind the white line.
We know from the work of Arrhenius, actually,
Arrhenius
CO2 capture
is erroneous.
It's a person.
Yeah.
Arrhenius is erroneous. He
we know
is
that
felonious,
CO2
just
captures
like George Floyd's
We
brother.
know that there is.
His name is
we know
felonious.
that methane.
He doesn't have a
does
clonius.
too. That's in fact much more potent than CO2. We know that there's a tremendous amount of frozen methane in the Arctic. There is a plausible scenario in which the level of warming that is induced by the change in CO2 level, that is clearly the result of human activity, causes a burst of methane to be released from the Arctic, and that causes enough extra warming to release more methane from the Arctic, and we get into a positive feedback, which would have, I believe, a catastrophic impact on the planet. Now, there's a lot in there that we don't know. We don't know how close we are to that tipping point, right? It may be
Right,
that
come
we're
on.
far enough away from it that nothing that we are currently doing puts us in danger of crossing it. But nobody on Earth knows that we're not there. What we have is a mystery. Where is that threshold, right? So, this is, again, I'm not telling you that it's going to happen, but I am telling you I do not believe there's anyone in a position to say we are safe from it. And absent that, we should take it very seriously, right? Because were the temperature of the Earth to rise suddenly and spectacularly out of our control because we
When
had
you're
released
out of my
this pent-up frozen
bones.
methane from the Arctic,
Nz.
it would leave us with a much less lovely planet, and it would jeopardize us. I believe it's an existential risk because it would
Big
create
Existential.
an instant problem for continuing to feed all of the people who currently exist on the Earth, which means that it would be destabilizing. You'd have conflict, potentially, up through nuclear conflict that would result. So again, I'm not telling you this is where we're headed. I'm telling you nobody knows where the threshold is that dictates whether or not this thing is
Or penis states.
Goes into positive feedback and becomes runaway.
right, which could happen tomorrow. It could happen. It could have happened 3 weeks ago. And
Positive feedback loop.
It would take
I'd like
time
to
for
give
us
you
to
some
discover.
positive
Could be
feedback.
that, we could burn fossil fuels
Boop.
for another 200 years and not cross that. We don't know.
Yep.
So anyway, I'm not telling you even that all that is right, but yes, my understanding of the puzzle is that that's the one, and that's why I'm genuinely alarmed about the hazard, even if I don't trust the models that say where we are and how much warming to expect.
Excellent. I don't have anything to add. That's great. Okay, the second question from the Discord this week, we modified only slightly.
Where is that wall?
Have you
So
ever
many
tried to use your
tall.
connections to some of the upper echelons of money and power to find out what the something is that you believe has captured our institutions? If so, what has been the result?
So, I believe a couple things emerge. One,
Ooh, try getting a little too
if you are not
hard on
in
the
a
throttle.
position to have conversations with
Whoa.
very powerful people, which is not most of the conversations we have, but they do
How did I
happen
come through that one
with
unscathed?
some regularity.
I don't know.
It is surprising how clear it becomes that they are in the same position that we find ourselves with respect to making sense of the world.
Slow down, little
It's not the case
Nathan
that
Westland.
elites are all tapped
Catch up to me a
into
touch,
some
touch up
source
to
of
me a catch.
information in which they see stuff coming and we don't. Now, I'm not saying no elites are, because I believe that there are some elites who are in a very different position, but
Have a little race on our hands, you know.
let's put it this
A
way.
little lap or
the
two, a little
conversation
friendly
in which we
jump
discuss
around the
whether
track.
or not
Oh, throw a
something
shot around the
is
track.
taking control of history and headed somewhere, that conversation would take place similarly amongst the people we know, irrespective of where they are in the power hierarchy. Nobody knows exactly what's going on, and we talk about it, and we speculate about it, and we debate back and forth what the evidence suggests. And I guess what I'm telling you is there are probably people who know folks who know what's going on, but we know some important folks, and I don't think that they are
Car right.
especially in the know. I will also tell
Right side's clear. P2.
I guess, rereading the question now, I take some issue with the idea of something that you believe has captured institutions. There could be, but it's not going to have been the only thing that has contributed to the downfall. So, just as I and we have said many times in many venues, the woke in academia and Hollywood and the media and everywhere
Car right.
is a
Clear
symptom
right.
of a problem that could not have gotten in had those institutions been robust already, right? And so with regard to academia, some of what happened was the scientists effectively got siloed and were eager to silo themselves because it came with a release from the duties that most people
Duties.
do, and an increase in prestige and more money
Worldwide.
and resources and all of this. But it meant that the daily functioning, the governance of the university, which should be
Clear
spread
right.
among faculty, was mostly not being done by scientists.
Almost got into him, and he
Possible
got
that
into
that
the
was
Wisnol.
a by design sort of thing. That is one of the pieces of the puzzle that I have thought about a lot ever since working in the grants office at a UC, University of California School, back in the early 90s. That I have never thought it worthwhile to spend considerable time wondering if that piece of it might have been intentional, right? Could it have been? Sure, but that piece doesn't seem that piece. So a something. There's not something that explains all of it.
No.
Right? We arrived at some precipice.
Ooh, I'll press
through
your
a
fucking
series
piss.
of
At my fucking
both,
throat.
errors, honest and not, and people with power and drive that they shouldn't have had, and they had access they shouldn't have had, and all
That
of these
puts you
things.
0.6
And then
off
is
the
it
pace.
possible
Sector
that
3 time is
seeing
quick.
that coming, something shows up and is, putting the screw to it at what might be the last minute?
Car left.
Maybe, right? But I guess the
He's still
concern
there.
I have is the conversation that makes it seem like
Still
there's
there.
a thing.
Well, so I think this
Still there.
this question is down
Is
to
this
He's still
emerging
there.
of
Hold your line. Clear left.
typically called Goliath just for shorthand.
Yeah.
And the thing about
Damn it.
the Goliath
If I dropped down one
concept
more
is
gear, I'd have been
it
flying
is
through
a
there.
ratio
Sands.
between emergent properties and conspiracy. We know that there is conspiracy.
Horatio Sands Hotel and Casino.
Lion's share, or it could be somewhere in between. And so I'm not claiming that the whole thing is some
If I had gas, I'd eat a couple Beano.
looking to accomplish something. But there's an awful, we're going to see a push towards control mechanisms operated through centralized digital bank currencies. And
Shouldn't have dropped
that's
that gear
a-
there, boy.
The control
Yeah.
that will be exerted
Shouldn't have
is on
dropped that
traffic
gear.
zoning. And
Hung me
So
up, hung me
anyway.
out to dry.
I guess
Time
it's
is it?
it's
33.
confusing. I guess
better.
I think I have been confused by
No, they were just
using
having
the
an hour
term
ago.
Goliath to represent an amalgam.
Goliath.
Because the original Goliath, as my very basic understanding,
It
from
exits clear.
David and Goliath,
An amalgam in the middle?
New Testament,
Mm-mm.
Old Testament. Okay,
I could be.
It's a thing that can be fought.
Reet.
Right.
Right.
You know, and obviously it doesn't have to be a giant, but it's, you know, it's a thing that can be fought. And if
Well, these guys
Goliath is
squeeze
now
past me,
stand-in
boy.
for, you know, thing or things that can be fought, plus a whole lot of emergent properties, some of which are, you know, not even in existence anymore, but they contribute to the thing. Like then it's
I got a
then
thing
you
you
can't
can
even beat
contribute
David.
to, babe.
Like
No,
David can't exist
No, but
if
that's
Goliath is an amalgam.
That's part of why I use Goliath as the term, is because Goliath ain't a dude.
Car right.
Goliath is
Right
a
side's
phenomenon.
clear.
But then
David is not going to be a dude either. So, the point is both of those things.
David ain't a dude, Goliath ain't a dude.
And,
They are some amalgam in the middles of dudes.
There's a long road we could go.
Maybe they're
here with
transitioning
respect
away
to
from
what
dudes.
we should imagine.
I am wearing a
How one
pair
finds
of
Goliath.
dudes as my driving
The
shoes.
basic point is some fraction of it, again, could be small, could be large, is steering something. And you can feel it, right? The COVID response was tremendously coordinated across most of the nations of the world. Okay? That was something. There was a meeting somewhere. Right?
Boy, if that ain't fun, don't know what is.
And
I ain't never had too much fun.
what I'm getting at in the answer to the question, maybe this will make the point.
All right, George.
We've gotten contacts
Jorge.
from extremely
Next race ski goes into it in 10 minutes.
right.
Well,
We're
but then the
missing-
race don't start for about
they,
25 minutes
you
probably
know,
from now.
Vaccine injured. Can't get a doctor who knows what to do. Do we know what they're supposed to do? Who they're supposed to talk to? That tells me something, right? If the very powerful people are in the same boat with respect to figuring out whether or not to take an mRNA so-called vaccine, then they're apparently not in on whatever it was. So
Too bad it
anyway, what I would
was.
say is
P4.
the puzzle is
Shiz
more
D.
complex than you think, and you probably wouldn't be comforted that there's a simple answer to that question, because nobody seems to know that answer that we are in contact with.
Let's get us a little train going here, boy. Get us a gas rolling.
question in 3 parts from darkhorsemissions.com.
Car clear right.
1. Thank you so much.
Well, something around the outside on them. I should have.
Should have sent me a question. 1. Thank you so much. My wife and I agree we couldn't have made it through the last 3 years without you. We're
On
so
clear
grateful.
right.
2. Do not change. Do we ever get out of this mess?
Sector
I think
1
it's
is
actually 4
0.3.
questions.
Off the pace.
Do not change. 2. Again. Do we ever get out of this mess? My wife has the best analogy for the last 3 years.
Your wife doesn't have the
It will
best
be
anything.
1408.
1804, dog.
Whenever it looks like things are getting better, the clock resets and the nightmare starts all over again. 3. How are you guys doing?
That's a new fastest lap for Lopez. 210.2.
Yeah, that's nice. I mean, it's related to the last question.
Yep.
Right? It's closely related to the last question. And
If that ain't fucking fun, god damn
I
it.
guess I'm
I
reminded
don't
of
know what is.
what you say about
I'll fucking piss in your
Going
mouth. You
over
tell me that
waterfall.
shit ain't fun. Son of
no
a
matter how
fucking
close
bitch.
you are to going over a waterfall,
Piece of
if you
fucking
go
shit.
over it, will surely kill
Talk
you.
to me like you fucking eat fucking boogers, dog. I'm the one around here
At the
eating
moment
boogers.
that you give up hope, you will kill.
Left side.
And
Oh,
so, and so you,
Still
Side.
there.
you must keep
Uh-oh.
Still there.
working as hard as you can to
Hold your line.
prevent yourself from going over the waterfall.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So
Hold
what
your
is the
line.
waterfall here, and
Clear
what is
left.
the work that will be most likely to keep you from going over the waterfall? Are the questions that need answering. But you need to.
Squeezing around those dudes.
Do we ever get out of this mess? We have to.
Until the answer to
That's
that
not
question.
an answer, and it is an answer. We have to.
Until the answer to that question is definitely no, then you.
Definitely, definitely no. Doodle dee doodle doodle
That
doodle.
lap was at 211.7.
But I would say, on a more hopeful note, the phenomenon of adaptive valleys is the salient one. And what that means is that to get from one opportunity
Well,
to
shot out of
another
that corner like a borner.
you have
You
to
can
go
call
through
me Little
one of
Jack.
these,
Honey.
very hazardous transitions. And so, things definitely suck. It was pretty well guaranteed that they were going to. We've been so thoroughly taken care of by the last system, which is now coming apart. That
Come on,
in
Babe
order
Ruth.
For us to make the jump, things had to go awry. And
Car
so
left. Clear
the
left.
fact that things are very far off track
Sector 1's quick.
There's no guarantee we get through it. But they were going to have to go off track for us to switch gears, and so this is that moment in which we either do or we don't. This is the adaptive valley. Nothing says you definitely get out of it, but the idea that you're going to do this without an adaptive valley, pretty low likelihood.
Do you have a charm strategy that you use in polite company?
Clear
that
right.
doesn't hate your specific vax choice? I'm hoping to have fewer family gatherings implode, but non-engagement hasn't worked.
You and I do.
We do?
No strategy? Yes.
What is it?
We refer to ourselves as dirty and unvaccinated. And it puts the people who are quietly thinking that in an awkward position because suddenly they realize who in history they have become.
Yeah,
And-
and also that they're seen.
Right.
Say, Cat.
So anyway, I mean, I would suggest something like that, right? Own it. And at the level that you can own it, then
Oh, I lost a lot of time
it will
there.
put others at ease that they're not quietly
That a
thinking
bitch.
about this thing that you know.
They know they're dirty.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, charm goes a long way, and
That's your
stay
fastest
dirty
lap.
and vaccinated
You're now
about yourself,
0.8
with a
off the
smile on
leader's
your
pace.
face, and see if
Sector
it
3
doesn't,
time is fast.
lighten the mood.
Yeah. I wish I had something more, but no, that is something we pulled down.
Yeah, seems to work. We've stopped hemorrhaging friends. That's nice, you know. Everybody.
If the mRNA vax causes the body to produce spike proteins, would the body eventually interpret the
Right
protein as
side.
native and stop mitigating
Right side's clear.
Well, that's what we have to wonder about the IgG4 result that we talked about last week, which I also talked about with Joe Rogan. This does look like an attenuation signal, and the real question is,
Stand
if that's
down.
what it is,
it? Yeah. IgG4
what
is a
happens
stand down
next?
season.
Yep. So yeah.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, that was pretty much what I had to say.
That's all you got?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Joe Rogan is a great interviewer who occasionally steamrolls his guests on a particular point. I feel like we missed a great opportunity to understand your difference in opinion on forgiveness vis-a-vis arguments surrounding vaccine uptake and reluctance.
Yeah.
Please re-explain your argument, and if you are able, Steelman hits.
Yeah, okay. I'll steelman his first. Joe's point is we've all been through some terrible thing that was of none of our choosing, and that hate gets you nowhere. And
Hate has no home here.
So
The
we
guy
should
behind has just done a
just embrace each other and
211.6.
get over it. Joe, I hope that did you justice. My point to Joe, which is, by the way, a loser because it's uglier, but
Your point is a loser.
yeah. My point to Joe is, look, I'm not all that interested in vengeance. I don't think, if I could press a button and I could get us to
P3,
truth
that's
and
your fastest lap
reconciliation,
today.
where nobody
Sector
gets
3
punished,
times okay.
I'd be deeply unjust.
Clear left.
There are some people who I believe
Car
morally did
left.
wrong and should be punished. But
Clear
I would
left.
gladly take that deal in a heartbeat because I believe the most important thing to come out of this is a complete understanding of what happened. And complete understanding of what happened not only means how did our public health authorities talk us into such dangerous stuff and continue to push in that direction once it was obvious that it was a mistake, right? That's one level. But there's also another thing, which is like interpersonally for all of us, right? Think about the person in your life who this caused the most trouble with, right? The friend you just lost.
Sector
and
1 time's
never gonna
okay.
see again, whatever. What the hell happened? Right? You both need to know what happened. What happened on their side that they couldn't understand that you were making sense? What happened on your side? You need to know. So my feeling is, I'm not, even if I would be glad to see bad people punished, it doesn't get me out of bed in the morning at all. Not at all. However,
Fastest lap for
point that it
Lopez,
becomes obvious that
210.1.
you need to stop doing it. And so I do not have any forgiveness at the moment for people who are still doubling down on the stuff that's putting people in danger.
Damn it.
And my argument is really simple. If you
Well,
want to
some
get to
time
where
there.
you have to get to, the best way to do it is to leave the people who are still shooting at us with an incentive to stop. And the incentive to stop is stop doing that, own up to what you did, and then we can get past this. Until then, we're not past it, right? You're still shooting. And so my feeling is that Joe's solution, while it's definitely kinder in its own way, results in more destruction in the end.
Well, and you're well aware of the distinction, but I feel like you slightly conflated not being forgiven.
You're quickest overall.
with
You're currently
feeling
0.9 quicker than second.
those are not
Sector
the
3
same.
time is quick.
I agree. You are
That's all I wanted to hear, babe.
the person I've ever met. You don't seem to have it in you. You're not driven by that, by anger.
We've
by
been called
hatred.
into the pits by the stewards for repairs.
I'll call you into the pit for a
But
fucking repair,
That
Dag.
can be true, and it is true.
What you think about
You,
that?
at
Tell
the
me,
same
Gracie.
time, as you can say, I'm
Hell.
not forgiving you. You're still shooting at me. Or even, I'm not forgiving you. You were still shooting at me until yesterday.
Shut the
and
fuck
now
up,
you're
Heather.
pretending it
I'll
didn't
shoot at you
happen.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then now you're pretending it didn't happen thing. Like you and I are a little bit different here, but I get really stuck on that. Don't.
Your exit's
don't
clear.
get to-
Watch the white line.
See if we can't track old Travis Masturbator.
And that's
Uh-oh.
that's also not.
Race is
I
about to
have
start.
no
I'm hitting you, Trav.
vengefulness
We gotta get you, babe.
in You do. I don't feel like that's a quest for vengeance either. It's a reckon. That's the word I've been using. It's a reckoning, right? That
It's
Actually,
the
you're
day
not-
of a
you're not trustworthy.
reckoning.
if you have been doing all
What
of this for
the-
years now, and you stop, and then never another word is said, not trustworthy. You'll do
Oh.
it again. You will do it again.
I
So
agree.
there needs to be a way, a reckoning, by the people who have done such, who have behaved this way, wherein they go to their own selves, their own gods, whatever it is, and achieve some sort of reconciliation so that the rest of the world, however narrow or broad that might be for them, can see, actually, there is now something in place that will help prevent that error from happening again.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's a missing category, right? There's forgiveness. I'm not going to forgive somebody if they haven't even recognized what they did, right?
Yeah.
But after forgiveness, do I need them punished? Not really, and I don't actually think it's all that healthy for us to be focused on punishing people.
Except for the few very bad actors.
Right. The few very bad actors are a real problem. At the end of this, those people and people like them need never to be given power again, period. That does not require them to be punished. I'd be happy enough for them to be punished if they did this knowingly. But the key thing from the point of view of our collective well-being at the end of this is that the hidden stuff isn't hidden.
The track temperature's decreasing.
This
It's
is
now
why what
72
unfolded in South
Fahrenheit.
Africa unfolded that way. There was no way to put South Africa right, but there was a way to own up to what it had been.
You're talking about in the 90s.
Yeah. But that's where the phrase truth and, well, as far as I know, that's where the phrase truth and reconciliation comes from.
Reconciliation.
Vengeance.
It's a big red goodbye and
Joe and I
lipstick
are
on the wall.
Very close
Greasy
together
says
here,
it
except that
too.
he does not,
Greasy.
in my opinion, the mistake that he
What type of
makes is
idiots
he
would paint
does
their cars
not
black?
give an incentive for people to actually face themselves.
Bunch of
in the mirror
nerds,
and
Zach.
say, I screwed up.
Your exit looks clear. Stay behind the line.
Once a nerd's dog, once a nerd's
I hate that
dog.
this is the word we use in English for this, but why don't we
English.
facilitate them weaseling? Weaseling out.
Yeah, you don't like that because you like weasels.
I love weasels.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, weasels aren't weasel.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a weasel for you.
What are you doing to the bats? All right.
So much screaming. Asking for a friend. I don't know if that's true or not. I am a layperson with a tenured research PhD as a spouse who refuses to look at any data that goes against Hero Fauci and the woke mob. what to do and remain safe.
Pull my balls up off my legs.
That's the key. Look, I mean, you know your spouse, but you're either gonna suck it up and find a way to live with it, which is not what I would recommend because I do think it'll eat it.
Suck it up, yeah.
Or you're gonna have a look, honey, conversation, right? And that's the
Fucking
only person who knows
suck
how to have that conversation with your spouse is you, if that. But you know better than anybody else does. And the point is, look, I can't live with this, right? You are in the sway of something terrifying.
Sway.
It is understandable how you found yourself there because it was very persuasive and
started
very
to
hard
back
for many people
out
to
of
find
pack.
their way out. But, it's not 2021 anymore. There's an awful lot of evidence, and there are an awful lot of sane people who have shown the way out. And to the
I appreciate you.
The track temperature's
Appreciate
decreasing.
you.
It's now 72
Maybe I
Fahrenheit.
will qualify
it's-
here.
and the local
Or at
laws,
least just put a
I take
couple of
this to
laps
be
in. Maybe I won't,
convinced way
complete a
to
qualifying
the
lap. I'll
Push
just...
now. All right, Bo. We've got 2 laps to get the job done, mate.
I have met a number of people who have wrestled with this a little bit within relationships. These weren't relationships, though.
Shut that down and down that shut. Let me vank up the crawlium. Pump up the jams, up the grease, up the who. Last race I could have had me at first place if I wouldn't have slapped myself into the wall. Slapped my grandma. Keep it pegged to the floor. Somebody say pegged. Fuck yeah. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I started from the back last race, but I had to do some weaving through a couple of wrecks. It's tight, coming down the hill through the S's and shit, and even up the hill at that first little spot. Tight as a mother. I just want to, start around 7th or 8th place. Already 3/10 down on my best time. I did put on a gnarly lap last in that qualifying there, or not in that qualifying, that practice session, a 2:09. But I was being extra confident since it was practice and pushing hard. Whoo! I can't believe I caught that one. This definitely won't be that qualifying lap I was looking for. These aren't the qualifying laps you're looking for. Whoo! Thought I was a goner there. Damn near shit myself. Oh no. Alright, looks like we're not doing a qualifying lap here. Pushing a. Only I could have saved that last one there. Let's get back out and
All
at
clear
least,
on pit exit. You can push now.
at least race until the race starts here. If I break just a sketch too late down there at the bottom of the hill there, puts me into the wall every time. And just a little touch. That's what kept me from winning last race. I was going, I just barely smacked the edge like that and fucked myself. But it's all right. Good thing it's just qualifying, not the race itself. But no, I don't have time to put in a qualifying lap. But it's all right. One more time down this hill. It's such a fun section. God damn it. You gotta brake before the corner starts here. If you don't, then I usually brake extra early just to make sure that don't happen. Yeah, hopefully I see you out here sometime soon. Be pretty sweet. Oh, where you going, puppy dog? Where you going, babe? Yeah, this is gonna be a interesting little thing, and plus I'm already one of the lowest ranked people in here, so I'll be starting from the back of the pack. Yep, I'll just have to keep it safe. Last race, I don't see how I made it through. There was a couple big wrecks that I just happened to snake through perfectly. Got pretty lucky. All right, hitting that on the trick. See if we can't weave our way through the field. If I had two pistols, I'd do a wheel. Whew. Gonna be an interesting one. Let's see if old Young William's here. Young William, you still here? If not, sent you a message. Sent out the back signal to young William Austin. Been here the whole time. He's a G and he's a top G. You're a top G. Well, classic. Fuck yeah. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, babe. It's so hard to look over and read. I wish my messages were just right up here. Even if they're right in front of my face, they're still hard to read while you're racing, unless you're going down a straight. Or gay.
Good luck, everybody. You too.
Travis Master. Agrishi Husangayer.
17:20 minutes. Here we go. Go, go, go. Looks like P1 has gone off in L corner. 20 minutes remaining. You've got 20 minutes left.
Uh-oh. It's always rough on this first corner here.
Come clear, car right. Right side's clear. The pit lane speed limit is 31 miles per hour. They've shown us the meatball flag. We'll need to come in for repairs.
I wonder if they'll let me back down the pit lane.
Moreno is leading the
I
race.
fucking hate people. And it's a 3-minute thing. Well, I guess I'll stop this stream and do another one here in a little bit. Well, that was great. Big ol' lead up to nothing. Hammered me in the ass. That was